y'all obsessed with this? Like, this is how fae books need to be written from here on out. This was perfection. Hello friends, welcome back to another vlog. It is Wednesday evening. It's actually Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. But it's been an extremely chaotic day, and I thought I would go ahead and kick off the little weekend reading vlog that I'm going to film because it's gonna be busy, and I'm already anticipating me not filming a ton of footage, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick off the vlog. So this weekend is incredibly busy. My parents and I are taking a little mini vacay to just go to the big city, do some shopping, also mainly get a new battery for my phone because my phone has been saying it needs service for months now, and it really is getting to the point where I feel like I'm just constantly charging it. So instead of dropping, you know, $1,500 on a new phone, I'm like, let's just go spend 80 bucks on a new battery. So that's what we're doing, and there's no Apple store where I live, so we're going down to where there is one. So that'll be the main reason of the trip, but it's also just to get away for a little bit, do some shopping, and I'm bringing quite a bit of cash with me because we're going to the local used bookstore down there, and I've heard from my book club besties that you will leave out of there with a ton of books, so I'm prepared for that. And overall, it's just gonna be nice to get out of here for a little bit. So yeah, it's really just a day and a half trip. We're staying one night and then driving home. So like, it's really short trip. I'm really hoping my phone repair only takes like 2 hours. I did make an appointment on like the Apple Store website, and I picked like, they had one slot available for Saturday. One. And I took it. But what's weird about this little trip is that I was going to drive down with my parents. We were going to leave on Friday, do a road trip down there, stay the night, and then, you know, spend all day Saturday doing whatever. But I completely forgot that I'm supposed to cat sit this weekend. So I'm actually going to fly down and meet my parents because it's only like an hour flight, so it's like really short, but it's like a couple-hour drive. So my parents are still going to drive down on Friday, but I'm going to fly down and meet them in the morning on Saturday. So my cat duties will be fulfilled, and I'll still be able to go hang out with the fam. So kind of a weird little plan, but I will be flying by myself for the very first time. I'm quite nervous. I don't know why. I think it's just TSA stresses me out so bad. I don't know, I get patted down almost every single time I fly. I don't know what it is about me. They just have to pat me down like every single time. So I hate that. And I don't know, the whole stress of like going through TSA, I don't know, spikes the anxiety. But I think once I'm through that and I can like go get a Starbucks coffee and just hang out at my gate until it's time to go, I think I'll be fine. And then the plane we're on, it's nice that only one side of the plane is like one seat, which is kind of nice, and then the rest of it's like two, because it's a smaller plane. It's like, I think they call it like, I don't know, like a business plane or something. It's something that like people who commute via plane would take back and forth, you know. So it's not a very big plane. It doesn't hold a lot of people, which kind of makes me feel better because it's like not a ton of people are going to be on there, and it's a really early morning flight, so hopefully it'll just be all like the business people on this flight. So yeah, I'm nervous. The anxiety has definitely kicked into high gear at this point, but it's gonna be fine. So that is the plan. So as for reading, I am just about done with ACOMAF, which is A Court of Mist and Fury. You're currently sitting on it as a stand, so I would show the book, but you're sitting on it. But I'm almost done with that. I literally have an hour left of the audiobook, and I don't really get why people are so obsessed with ACOTAR. Like this whole series, I'm like, they're all very okay books to me, but there's just something about them this time around with me reading them. They are much more addicting and they are quite fun and just fast to fly through. But I really hate how Sarah J Maas writes her smut scenes. They're just like icky to me. I don't know, I don't like them. So like literally me listening to those scenes, I'm just like, that was a choice. So her wording, no thank you. But I will be finishing that tonight. And then I am still reading Ship of Destiny. That book, I feel like I've been reading it for like 7 years, but I'm really liking it. Like I'm loving it, but I'm kind of tired of reading it. So my plan is to get that book completely done by Friday or on Friday, because I took Friday off thinking that we were going to drive down, and then with our change of plans, I don't need to take it off, but I'm keeping the day off. I already took the leave. So I plan on using Friday as like a major clean day, like clean this house top to bottom and finish Ship of Destiny. There's gonna be like all day sprints on Steph's channel, which is exciting. So I will be having those on to watch and keep me company and keep me pushing through Ship of Destiny. And then I'm also going to spend the day getting everything charged up and ready to go. I'm literally just bringing my phone and my iPad. I was going to bring my Kindle, but I'm like, I really don't want a third electronic to keep track of. So she's going to stay home. But for books on the trip, I'm hoping to read Feybound. It's not very long, and people on the Discord have been absolutely devouring it and flying through it so quickly. So that's going to be my main book once I finish Ship of Destiny. And then as my next audiobook, I'll probably be starting Iris Kelly. I do listen to quite a bit of audiobook time while I'm cat sitting, so I might get through that this weekend. I kind of doubt it. It's kind of a long audiobook, but I do plan on starting that this weekend at least. So that's the plan. Iris Kelly, finish ACOMAF tonight, and finish Ship of Destiny this weekend, and start Feybound this weekend. So lots of reading plans, very exciting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go finish ACOMAF. I've just been listening to it, playing a little cozy video game, and it's been fine. I don't know. I don't know why the girlies are like screaming, crying, throwing up over this book. I'm like, what? But, you know, I say that, but Sarah Janet is known to whip out a wild ending in the last like 5 pages. So she could surprise me. But it's sitting at a 3.5 right now. I don't get why the girlies are so obsessed with this book. I do agree that it definitely could be a standalone. Like, I could definitely see this book being a book that you could read without having read ACOTAR first, because it kind of explains a lot of things that already happened in that first book. So I could definitely agree with that. I do agree with the girlies on that. But as for like being absolutely obsessed with this book, I don't see it. And maybe it's because I just don't love Faye. Well, I should say, I don't love Sarah J Maas's Faye. But I don't know. Like I mentioned, there's just something about this book series. I can't stop reading them. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of addicted to them, I guess. So I'm gonna wrap up this book and get ready for bed. I'm like exhausted and wired at the same time, and I really don't know how else to explain that. So yeah. Also, talking is hard. Like, yeah, so I'm gonna go and I will chat with you all when there's more updates. Hi y'all, it's like 9:30 and I just finished ACOMAF. Why are y'all obsessed with this? Seriously, like I don't know. This book was way too long for me. Like, oh my gosh, it was really boring. But the ending was interesting. As all of Sarah Janet books are. I feel like her endings are definitely the strongest. But yeah, this was a little too long for me, but I did like Valaris. Like, I think that's a really cool place. I wouldn't mind hanging out there. Sounds kind of cool. But I don't know. I'm not like screaming, crying, throwing up over this book like everybody else seems to. But I will continue with it because I do own the rest of the series, and it's just like a popcorn book for me. Like, it's just so fun to just fly through, and it doesn't use a lot of brain power to read, which is nice. So I'm quite tired now. I really should have been in bed by now, but I needed to get this book done. Like, I don't know. When I get to a certain point towards the end of a book, it's like there's no going back. I have to finish it that day. I'm gonna get ready for bed now and try to read a little bit of Ship of Destiny, but I probably won't get much done because it is late and I should go to bed. So, tomorrow's my last day in the office for the week. Come on, friends, we can do it. I don't know why this week has been like super slow and super fast at the same time. I'm just like so exhausted though, like mentally just drained. So I will chat with y'all later. Good morning, friends. I just made myself a giant cup of coffee. It is very needed. I am so tired and I got a lot of things done today. So I got a few things packed that I don't necessarily need right now that I need for my trip tomorrow, and just got a lot of things done, changed the batteries in a few things, and I even went and kind of fixed my doorknob downstairs. It's fine, but the key is really stiff in the keyhole, so I took some WD-40, just spritzed some in there, and oh my gosh, that was amazing. It is so much better. So got that fixed because I don't want my house sitter to be like struggling to get the door open as I have been for the past couple of weeks. So that was very much necessary. And I refilled all the bird feeders so the cats will have plenty of cat TV to watch while I'm gone. And I just did their food puzzles that I will give them tomorrow because I don't want to give them to them now because they love them so much that they would just start playing with them. So I want to save it till tomorrow morning so they will have like, you know, longer to play with them while I'm gone. So yeah, I think I'm ready. Obviously just my electronic stuff I will not pack because I'm still like using it, but I think I'm ready. I got my book packed and got my clothes picked out for tomorrow. I just checked in for my flight, so that's all good. I'm not checking any bags, which is nice, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, so now the biggest anxiety is just getting through TSA. Which is honestly not that big a deal. Like, it never is a big deal, but like my brain just likes to hype it up into something horrible. But I do have very exciting news in that I finished Ship of Destiny last night. I had planned on reading this all day today because I had so much left of this book, but man, Robin Hobb knows how to finish a book. I was so hooked. Like, the last like 300 pages were just unputdownable and I just couldn't stop reading until it was done. So I did stay up a little bit later than I wanted to last night reading this, so that's why, you know, I need a big coffee. Plus I just did a ton of chores for the past couple of hours, so I'm kind of exhausted. So I absolutely loved this final book. It's a 5-star read for me, for sure. I don't think anyone's surprised by that because I'm obsessed with Robin Hobb. I'm so excited to have finally finished this trilogy. Not that I didn't love it. I loved every single one of these books. But I am finally like, okay, I'm in my Robin Hobb momentum. Let's keep going. So, hoping to get to Fool's Errand, I think is the next book that I need to read, which is the first book in the next trilogy. I can't remember the trilogy's name, but I absolutely love this. Tabbed the heck out of it as well. It was a great time. So I've also started a new audiobook yesterday, which was Iris Kelly Doesn't Date. This is so fun. So we're following Iris Kelly, who we have known since the first book in this series, and she's sworn off dating because of her past relationships kind of falling out. And so she's always been the person who just does one-night stands. Like, relationships really just aren't for her, or so she thinks. And so she goes to this bar and she meets Stevie, who we also have a point of view from, and they have a very disastrous, like, what was going to be a one-night stand, but turned very disastrous and quite embarrassing for everybody. But then a couple days later, Stevie and Iris meet again in an unlikely place and are kind of having to fake date and work together on this project, and it is really fun. I just love Ashley Herring Blake's writing in this series. Like, it's so good, and her characters just feel like real people, and it feels like it's coming from like real experiences. Like, it doesn't feel fake. It's just so good. So absolutely loving that. I may finish it in this vlog. I'm really trying to push myself to finish at least 1 or 2 full books in a vlog, so you're not just getting like my tail end thoughts on a book like I did with Ship of Destiny. So I'm trying to make it to where I at least start and finish 1 book in the vlog, and then you'll get like my tail end thoughts on anything else I started prior to the video. But anyways, so it is now almost 9 a.m. I'm just like, ooh. I'm also cat sitting right now, so I cat sit tonight and tomorrow morning, and then I'm done. But oh my goodness, it's been wild. So I got up early this morning, took care of my cats, went down to their house, took care of her cats, and then came back here and have spent the past like 2 hours doing chores. And now I'm like, I really need to like chill. But I think I got everything off my checklist, so I just have the last little bits and bobs that I need to bring on my trip, and I should be ready to go. Hopefully everything goes smoothly tomorrow. It says that we board at 7:20 tomorrow, which would be great. I'm hoping to get to the airport at like 6:45, which I know is like not the ideal. You should be there 2 hours before, and I would at any other airport but my hometown one. My hometown one has 2 gates. That's it. So you can't get lost at the airport because you either go left or you go right. So I really don't need that much time to be there because it's also a really small airport and this airplane is not that full. When I checked in, it looked like there was maybe like 6 to 10 seats available in the whole plane, and the plane itself only holds like 70 people. So it's really not that big. So it shouldn't, you know, be that crazy to get through TSA and all that. So I'm not worried about getting there like 2 hours early because this airport just, I just don't need to. But I have the rest of the day to myself now because my parents will be driving down later today and I will meet them down there and we'll hang out. So I'm on my own for dinner tonight as well. So yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do exactly today. I did start Faybound this morning. This is an ebook that I'm also listening to the audiobook of. So it says it'll only take me 7 hours to read this book, and I'm like, dang, that's not very long. So there is sprints going on that Steph is hosting, so I think I'll watch those for a while, get some reading done, and then just maybe watch some TV and relax. Probably get a workout in today because I won't be able to get one in tomorrow, and that'll be it. Really, there's not too much going on. I'm just gonna hang out, relax, get everything charged up and ready to go, and it'll be a fun little mini vacay. So I will try to film as much as I can on the trip. I'm just going to be using my phone because I just don't want to deal with having to drag my camera down there because I just don't want to, you know, risk my equipment getting hurt or breaking or getting lost. So I'll just use my phone, which it will be, my phone will be getting surgery tomorrow, getting a new battery. I'm really hoping they don't wipe my device because Apple did let me know that they may have to wipe my device depending on my service, but I'm like, for a battery, I really don't think you need to do that. You know, just turn it off, kick off the back, put a new battery in, call it good. Is what I would imagine it would take to do that, but then again, I don't do that, so I don't know what it takes to do it. So hopefully that doesn't take too long. I'm just hoping they can do it within a couple hours and it's not like, oh sorry, this is gonna take like 4 to 5 days, and it's like, oh, we don't got that kind of time. Don't got that kind of time. So yeah, but anyways, I've just been rambling. I feel like the more anxious I get, the more I just babble. So I'm gonna stop talking and, I don't know, go read. I don't know. I'm not really feeling like reading right now, but maybe I might. I don't know. Maybe I'll play a video game or something. I don't know. So I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. But basically, got the rest of the day to just hang out with the kittens and read, watch TV, and relax. So I will chat with you all later, either today or at some point. So look at me, sweet cheese. She is so comfy in her sunbeam. Are you nice and warm, mama? Hello friends, it is so sunny and warm in here. It is delightful. Like from this point in the year till like summertime, it's gonna be so sunny in here and I appreciate it. So it's been a couple hours since I last updated. I had lunch, which was great, and I spent the last couple of hours honestly watching reality TV, which I would highly recommend. It was very fun. I watched the first episode of the newest season of Love is Blind because I have been recommended that show countless times because I do love me reality TV. So I just watched the first episode. Wow, the drama. I'm here for it. It's great. Definitely going to continue. And then I had to watch the latest episode of The Traitors, which I'm obsessed with. But can we talk about that latest episode? I'm sorry, you're getting bugs dumped on you? No, I would not survive in that show, but I love watching it. So I need to get up now. I think I'm actually gonna go get my workout in because I've been, you know, rotting in bed for the past like 2 hours watching TV, which is great. That's really what I wanted today to be, was to clean the house, but then also go relax, you know? So, oh, apparently my talking is too annoying because Margot left. But anyways, I did want to give an update. I have started Feybound. I think like almost 20% into it at this point, and I'm liking it, but I'm sad that I'm not loving it. So we are introduced to 2 characters who are our primary characters. They are sisters and they are both elves. I thought this book was about fae, which I think there is fae in this world, but the 2 characters that we're following are elven, I think is what they call themselves. And I mean, it's fine so far. I just feel like not much is really happening. Like, I don't know. The writing is gorgeous. I do love the writing style, but I'm just not loving the story, which is really unfortunate. So I am gonna continue with it because I might as well. Like, I'm gonna give it more of a chance, but if it's not hooking me by like the halfway point, I may have to DNF it, which would make me really sad, but I do want to give it more of a chance to really hook me, and we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, I think I need to take a break from sitting and go get my exercise done for the day, and then I think I might get back to reading because I haven't read much. I read a little bit on sprints, and then I have been just watching TV the rest of the day. So let's go get an exercise in. I might take Margot out for a walk too because it is so sunny and warm, and that'd be nice, you know, go take her for a little walk because I know she loves it, and I don't want her to forget her leash training because we don't go outside in the winter time. Like this time of year, yeah, because it's like kind of nice, but she only gets to go outside for a couple months of the year. So for the other months, I don't want her to forget her leash training and then be weirded out by her harness all over again. But she's actually done really good. She hasn't worn her harness for a couple of months, but I put it on her the other day and she was so excited. So I think she's remembered, you know, her harness means she gets to go outside. So I think I'm actually gonna do that now and then exercise, but I will chat with y'all with more updates. Hello friends! I literally just got home and that trip was very fun. I will have had some clips before this one kind of showing a little bit of the trip. My first solo flight went very, very well. TSA was a breeze and of course they did pat me down, but everything was fine. And the flight was really fast. We actually had a tailwind, so we actually got in like a good 20 minutes early, which was nice. So yeah, I navigated the airport, no problems. And then we spent the day literally shopping, and we spent a couple hours at Dave & Buster's, which we've never been because we don't have one here. And it was so much fun. I had a blast. I think my parents didn't like it as much as me, but I was obsessed. And then the whole point of the trip was to get a new battery for my phone, and that was so cool. So it did cost 80 bucks, which I had figured, and it only took a couple of hours, which I was grateful for. So they took my phone and they actually took off the glass screen protector, and it was already cracked, but they kind of really broke it taking it off. And we went over to one of the stores called Zag, which is a screen protector company for phones and stuff. So we went in there and they said, yeah, this is under warranty, so it would only cost you like 12 bucks to get a new one. I'm like, well, sweet. So I've actually been really needing a new screen protector, so that's kind of nice that it just got broken more in the process. So we just hung out at the mall, did a bunch of shopping, and then once the 2 hours were up, we went back and I got my phone. It is so nice. Like, it's the same phone, obviously, just with a new battery, but it feels like a brand new phone. It's so, like, it's just so nice to have a fully restored battery. I've already noticed a huge difference with that. And then while we were there, they asked if I wanted to demo the Vision Pro that Apple has just come out with. So I did, because it was free. So I did that. That was very cool. I am still like not obsessed with the Vision Pro as being like the new norm. Like, I wouldn't love to just wear that all the time as my reality, but I definitely think it's a very cool tool, and I definitely think it'd be really good for like disabled people to be able to use, because there is so much you could do that doesn't take a lot of motion, and it was very cool. I had a fun time playing with it. It was more of a guided demo, like I couldn't just play with it by myself, which I totally would have, but I thought it was very cool. I think it has some really cool potential. I think it would be best used for like traveling, like on an airplane, because you can like make it to where your entire field of vision is like the screen, which is very cool. But I can see some downfalls for it too. Like, I would hate for that to be my reality, you know, that's how I interact with everybody. But I like it for like using it for movie nights and things, you know? But anyways, we also went to Ulta because I really needed some more nails. So I did do my nails. They're super cute. I'm obsessed. I did lose one on the way down, so I saved it. I'll put it back on later. But I want to give y'all a haul of all the stuff I got. So let's do it. I will start off by saying I actually bought everything with cash, which is great. It's all cat sitting money that I've just been saving, so it was really nice to just use that instead of my credit card. And I also want to say most of this stuff is very practical. I think I literally bought only 2 books, which is not like me. So first off, we got a set of 4 fridge and freezer organizer. I have been really needing some of these. They're too expensive everywhere else. These were so cheap at JCPenney's, I believe, so had to get these. Also got a shower organizer thing because I really need another one of these for the shower, and again, this was like $10 at Burlington. I couldn't say no. And then of course, at Dave & Buster's, we turned in all of our tickets, and I had enough to get me a screaming chicken, so that's what I got. I didn't need anything else, and like, did I need this? Of course not. But I just think it's hilarious. It says Dave & Buster's on it, and I just thought this would be hilarious. So why not? And then of course, Ulta, I just literally got a ton of press-on nails, which is really what I really needed from there, and that's all I got there. Okay, and then the 2 books that I bought were very random, but I kind of read a little bit of them, and I'm like, you know what? They sound kind of good. So they're actually books 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 bind-ups of this series I've never heard of. It's called Aurora Sky Vampire Hunter by Nikki Jefford. She's an Alaskan author, and this is the other book. So this is books 1 and 2. This is books 3 and 4. So it sounds like it's like a vampire fantasy romance, and it's set in Alaska, and I'm like, that just sounds really cool, and I wanted to support the author, so I bought these. I have no clue what to expect, but I'm intrigued, so these are literally the only books that I bought. And then we went to Target. So basically all the stores we went to, we don't have here. So of course I had to buy stuff there. So Target had these adorable like green pants with this cute little like buckle tie for $10. So I had to buy them. I really could have gotten a size smaller because I'm kind of swimming in these. But I think that's kind of a look, you know, having like baggy pants and then like wear like a more fitted shirt on top. I think it'll be cute. These will be good work pants. So I got those same pants in black, and then I also got this super cute cheetah print skirt. I don't know, I just fell in love with it. And again, I got this actually a size smaller than I normally wear, and it actually fits perfectly. I even probably could have gone even a size smaller than that, which makes me feel like I really am losing weight, or at least like losing fat, because the scale says that I have not changed at all, but my clothes are getting smaller. Tell me how that works. I don't get it. And lastly, two very random things, but two very necessary things. I got this bag of 15 like chip clips for like $6. Yeah, $6 at Burlington. Desperately need more of these. They were so cheap and so many, I had to buy them. Another random but necessary purchase is hangers. And hangers that will not have my clothes fall off, because that is a huge problem in my closet right now. So I got 35 hangers for I think like 10 bucks or 20 bucks. Oh yeah, 12, actually $12. So these are necessary, and I'm very glad I got these. So that is it for my vacay haul. Like I was saying before my camera so very rudely died, that is it for my little vacay haul. It was such a fun trip. Got a lot of things that were very necessary and that I can't find here in town. And overall, it was nice. It's literally like 2:30 right now. We were not expecting to get home till at least 3 or 4, so we really made some good time on the road. So my plan is to just put everything away and just relax and probably finish the movie that I started on the way home. Speaking of finishing things, I did finish Feybound on the way home, and oh my gosh, obsessed with this book. Obsessed. It is so good. Like, this is how Fae books need to be written from here on out. This was perfection. If you couldn't tell, I give it 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. And I'm dying for book 2. Like, there's nothing for book 2, but I need book 2. So on the way back, once I got service again, I used my Valentine's Day Barnes & Noble gift card and bought this author, I think it's Sarah Al-Arifi, I think that's the author. I bought her first series, The Final Strife and The Blood something, so books 1 and 2 in that series, and I also pre-ordered book 3 because I am already obsessed with this author's writing and her character work. It is so good, and her world building, like everything was the perfect amount of everything for me, and I just absolutely devoured this book so quickly. So I need the rest of her backlist, and I bought a few other books, but you'll be seeing that eventually in a haul or in a vlog or something. But yeah, I'm ready to like walk around the house putting things away. I might put on the movie that I started on the way back home to kind of finish off my chores and things. And then past me was so nice to have cleaned the whole house on Friday, so I don't have to do that. So I may wash my bedding tonight. I might save that till tomorrow actually, but I do want to wash my bedding so I can start the week, you know, fresh bedding, clean house. It'll just feel great. So I'm gonna go work on that and probably take Margot for a walk later because it is so sunny and nice, and I know she will appreciate that. So I will chat with you all later. Hello friends, it is Monday now, and I really need to wrap up this vlog because this video is coming out this weekend, and I haven't touched any of the footage. I don't even know what I have. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up though, because I really had planned for this vlog to just be like a little weekend vlog and to just get a few books finished, which I did. So I just finished Iris Kelly Doesn't Date. I had a great time with this one. I absolutely adore this series so much. I just think Ashley Herring Blake is one of my absolute new favorite romance writers. I think she just writes characters so well, and something that really struck out to me in this book is one of our characters, Stevie, on the cover here, has really bad anxiety, and the way that she wrote the anxiety in this book made me feel anxious, which I just think was like really well written, to where if one of the characters is feeling anxious, like it's making me anxious, you know, and it's just, it was so well written. So I just really quite enjoyed this one a lot, and it was fun. I give it 4 stars. I'll have more thoughts. I'm doing a little video project on the side that you'll be probably seeing in like March, but this is for that video, but you'll be seeing it in March. But that's gonna be it for this little vacay vlog. I really feel like I did not vlog as much as I had hoped I would, but it felt like such a chaotic weekend and time just went by so quickly. But I hope it was still enjoyable. I know I at least finished 2 books, if not 3, because I know I started and finished Faybound. I started and finished Iris Kelly, and I think I finished ACOMAF with you guys, and Ship of Destiny possibly. I really don't know. I know I wrapped a few things up for sure. So that's gonna be it for this vlog. Thank you all so very much for watching, and if you made it this far into the video, comment some like fairy emojis in honor of Faybound, because I'm still thinking about that book and how good it was, and I will see you all in another video soon. Goodbye!